Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as I like to call it. What do we got? Thursday night? Right on. Good to see everybody here. There's somebody in chat, but it doesn't even show up here. I don't know how many are here. So, what's happening, guys? Great to see everybody. I hope all is well. Let's see who we got here. Now, there's a bunch of you. Geez, 26 already? 30 seconds in. You guys are gluttons for punishment. No. So who do we have? Paulie T, what's up, man? Sandra Piper, Blue Eyed Northern, how are you, Blue? Ida Bustamante, how are you, Ida? Good to see you. Mr. Lee. WTF Mike, what's happening, man? Good to see you. Richie Evans, hey, Joe Parker. And there's the other half. Hey, Blue. I like that. Blue Eyed Northern. I always want to say your name, but I don't. But who else is here? Richie Evans. Rex, what's happening? I'm just scrolling up. Uncle Bones, good to see you. John Hall, welcome. John was the first one in chat tonight. It's a new name. I don't recognize it, so welcome. Let's get the likes out of the way now, guys. Just hit the like button. It's like, just do it. And I'll remind you, and everybody else will remind you later. So just get it out of the way now. Hit that like button. Hey, Ruth, Larry, Papa, what's going on, man? Hey, Papa, what are you doing? You've been getting out? Thought I saw something like that. Cryptids Canada. Hey, Leslie, how are you? Who else is here? I know I'm missing somebody. Few. Don't get mad. Scotty, what's up? Western New York Bigfoot Investigation Group. What's going on, Joe? Michael Haywood. Wow, we got just awesome group. Hey, Jen. So no plans tonight, as usual. Surprise. I did miss somebody. Who did I see in there? Officially Forest of Monsters. What's going on, man? What else? Mikey, what's up? Give it to Mikey. He'll eat anything. Hey, Mikey, he likes it. Mopar Bill, what's up, man? Hey, Emma. Good to see you. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. No plan. As usual. BF Bud, what's going on? Mogites. Oh, that sounds like it should itch. Let's see what else. Hey, Stevie, how are you? You know, I have to say, Stevie just continues to amaze me. Shit she gets herself into, or just, it's not even she got herself into it, but wow. Stevie, you got to come on and tell us about your little story or the shit that happened the other night. You don't have to. You can say no, and I'll drop it right now. But damn, girl. About to get yelled at. I do have to keep my phone on because it seems everybody texts me during the show, so could be important. Where is she? Stevie, I'm gonna put the link in there if you want to come on. Here you go. All right, maybe in a bit. I'm not ready. I get it. What is? I'm here, guys. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, I noticed. Bill, it was good to see you, man. That was brief. Be safe in your drive tomorrow. But thanks for stopping in, man. What are you talking about, Mr. Lee 3PO? Is it Bradley Muggs? It's who Bradley? No. Yeah, guys, I don't have any guests tonight. I never do. You are the guest, so that's why I put the link in chat, so you guys can come on. And you guys got to understand. Some people in chat have to understand. You guys come on, we promote your show, okay? But you can't come on every show. It's just. I love having new people on, okay, but don't take advantage of it. All right. That's the only way I can put it. I'm trying to entertain everybody and get as many different people as I can, on the show. And it's you got to understand, if I say you can't come on the show tonight, leave it at that. Okay. Doesn't mean I'll never have you back. Not you. What are you talking about, Mike? My bad. See, I just get in the middle of this shit and I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so you know what I'm getting at. Thank you, Stevie. Who else is here? Oh, you know what? Let me put this link in chat. I thought I did, but I got distracted. I know Paulie's probably itching to get on. Why is it not putting it? All right. I might have just put it twice. Let me double check. I did. So, Stevie, like, if you're going to come on in a little bit, it's cool. I do. You got to tell that story, though. That was just some crazy shit. Well, use one of them, Paulie. What's up, Lockbeard? Officially Forest of Monsters. I need you to just chill for a while, all right? I felt bad the other day. You're sitting in backstage and I couldn't bring you on. We tried to explain to you that you gotta, we'll get you on in the future, but I can't have you on every show. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a dick. Yeah, Mr. Lee, hop on. I agree with Ida. Absolutely. 100% agree with her. Nope, it'll never happen. Wait, what if we get him drunk? That might work. That might just be another night for him, though. I don't know. Leslie, thank you. they are an amazing group, and now they're your group. And I've seen a lot of new faces from your channel. We did a little, Leslie and I did a little experiment. Well, she did the experiment basically, but I'm following it. She put something in her video, mentioning that she had told some stories the other night on on the last show, and she took she paid attention to what the views were. It was like 600 and no, it was 548. And since then, Leslie, it was like it's been like 120 views since you posted that. So that was pretty interesting. Plus, there were a lot more subscribers, new subscribers. So it's an interesting little test we did. That was cool. And thank you, Leslie. I appreciate your support, really. Yeah, there was probably about 17 new subscribers in that period. So that was cool. Mikey, it's good to see people pay attention to that 1111 or any numbers. I'm kind of a number freak. I'm always paying attention to numbers, and I always see the time on the hour, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, constantly, all day. I'll look up. It's on the hour. What's up, man?
Hey guys, it's me, Little Rob. Even though I look really, really big right now, I'm still 3'6" 3/4, and I'm hoping someday I can reach 4 feet. But since my big brother's not here in chat telling us to talk shit with the monster, I figured I'd come on and say, "Where the hell you at, Big Rob? Little Rob's here. What are you doing?"
What's up, man?
Nothing, Russ. What's up, dude? I love doing this. You know why? Because I just want to show how people it's this easy. Just be yourself. Talk to Mogs. You know what I mean? Just like you would type.
No, I know. I know. And but you get people like Lee. He'll never come on.
No, dude.
He might. One day he might just surprise us.
No, he's never gonna get drunk on Shirley Temples. That ain't happening. He's not coming.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Dude, if he was at a fruit and nut place, he would just be all fruit, no nut. No balls. I'm gonna say it. Sorry. They're not even ping pong balls. He's got no balls.
That's rough.
Yeah.
No, what is it? I shall what? Surprise us one day.
I do it so just to razz him a little bit. Hey, when he's comfortable, when he's ready, he'll do this, dude. You know what I mean? As long as you do this, the format's always going to be there. He just has to get up the
courage.
Come on. But anyway, yeah, things are changing so fast here, man. It was like 3 weeks ago we were talking about watermelon, and now we're talking about, oh my God, my pumpkins have mold. Why don't you have my apples? And now I'm sitting there like a pumpkin translator. I'm like, sorry, I don't speak pumpkin fluently, but I'm going to tell you, I don't give a fuck. I don't know why. It's just funny. It's amazing. The customers are like totally different, The watermelon guy's like, that looks too pink. I don't know about that red. Is that a seed? Is that a tick? Is that what is that? Is that mold? No, and it's like, no, dude. They're fucking seedless. They had a vasectomy. Joe Pass did it. Go call him. He knows what the hell happened. He's out there with a pair of vice grips going, I got this shit. Don't worry about nothing. I'm from Texas, y'all.
Yeah, it's funny that how quickly it changes from watermelons to pumpkins.
Yeah, dude, it's a seamless transition too, because everybody's like, yeah, get that shit out of here. We want the orange melons. Yeah, we got them. They got ridges in them. Yeah, for your pleasure. Beat it. The worst is when a magician comes in. He's like, hey, you want to see me make that thing disappear? I'm like, no. No, don't do that.
Yeah, it's not something I'd want to witness.
Yeah, me either. It's kind of awkward when you're at the beach and you're in the sea cucumber patch and everybody's doing squats. You're like, whoa, guys, slow it down. It's low tide.
Mr. Lee says, BF Bud, yes, I'm fully aware the American ladies love my accent. We can't hear your accent, buddy. You don't type in an
Mr. Lee.
accent.
Yeah, no doubt. Siri doesn't go, hello.
Why don't you? I don't believe you. I don't believe you have an accent. What? Why don't you come on here, hit this button, and prove you have an accent?
I'm an extra from a Star Trek movie called. I'm sorry, it was Star Wars, and I'm Mr. I sit to P30. Yeah, get on there.
I sit to P30.
Prove it. It's like when you walk into a biker bar and everybody goes, "Show him, Mr. Lee, show him." And we're not talking about you. We want to see your vocal cords on here, Mr. Lee. Hello, cheerio. And yeah, it is what it is. But
no,
I wanted to get this shit out of the way early.
I'm just getting frustrated. No, he's not. I just think
he can always
funny.
push the button and just eject me, just like in it's like in any movie you see. Ejection seat, Paulie, bye.
This is funny.
There he goes. Look at him. He wasn't high enough. That guy needs a parachute. He needs to take it the easy way down. But yeah, so I just figured I'd call in, bust your balls a little bit.
Bad Mom says Mr. Lee has an accent. It's a Long Island, though.
Yeah. No, from him, he's a shorty. It's a short island. Let me tell you. Short pond, short island, short Lee.
No balls.
Yep, absolutely.
Known back home says he has a Texas accent.
Does he really?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
All right, so on that note, since I'm playing in character role, being Little Rob, I just want
Buzzer Drew says types like I talk.
I just wanted to give you all a little hello, and I'm going to make it short and sweet. Mr. Lee, you got no nuts. Bye.
Thanks, Paulie. Pointing out the obvious. What's messed up, Rex? I see a comment that's messed up. Where are we? So, Buzzards Roost, thanks for showing up. Known back home, good to see you. Yeah, you never know with Paulie what's going to happen. Mr. Lee, I'm getting a kick out of the comments in chat. Mr. Lee, make sure you take some English ladies to America so I can just listen to them. Yeah, it's pretty cool, and hearing other people's accents, and it's fun because like when I worked in the tourist business in Arizona, people would be surprised that I knew where they were from just from their accents, be it Scottish or Irish or English. I wouldn't know regions as far as, oh yeah, I'm from the West End. I don't whatever. I'll just get you on the right. I'll find the country. Like I can tell the difference between Australian and New Zealand. Kiwi. Kiwi is more British. Australian's just sloppy. No, okay. I love Australian accents, but yeah, the New Zealand accents is it's more British. What? Hey, Sean G, what's up, man? Good to see you here. So, yeah, where is Big Rob? He hasn't been around. That's odd. You know what? I haven't seen. I don't know if anybody else has seen Jamie Harms. I haven't seen her. Anybody know? Because I was thinking. I was thinking about moderators for some reason, and Jamie was one of those moderators that's like a moderator, really good moderator. And I just thought about her today and said, "Wow, I haven't seen that person around." So Belle hasn't been around either. I got to get in touch with Belle. It's been too long. We used to talk. Excuse me. Who else? Hey, Mike Kirkpatrick. Tacey Hale, what's up? Yeah, I don't miss Tacey Hale says I miss the biker bars I went to. Yeah, biker bars were my hangout, even though I was never a biker. Just play one on YouTube. Yeah, used to bounce in biker bars and hang out in them. And I was kidding, dude. He's like, "What? Sloppy?" No, I love the accent. But you know what I mean? Like a Kiwi accent. I mean, an Australian, like Mark would know, but an Australian, compared to a Kiwi sounds more British. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's just, that's been my experience. Hoosier, what's happening? Good to see you. Who else? Speaking of missing people, where is my nemesis? Asked WTF Mike. She, I haven't spoken with her today. Come to think of it, we were talking about Iron Dogger. Yeah, she only co-hosts on Tuesdays, but what do you mean? What's up with your show tonight? Well, here's the deal, Buzzard. You want to come on? Hit that link that I just posted in chat, and anybody can do that. Just trying to get some new people on. I want to hear some new stories, meet some new people. For the new people, now that I think about this, and I should have explained this when I first got on today, this evening earlier. The premise of WTF is, well, it's why the fascination, and I started this channel because I wanted to meet all these wonderful people that I've known, before I started the show in all these chats. Everybody, I would see the same people all the time and kind of got curious. Like, I had my stories, but what's their story? So that's kind of what I wanted to. That's why I started the show, was to bring other people on that I became friends with, and find out what their story was. And so that's how this started. So any new people out there, you know that's I put the link in chat so you can come on and tell your story. And Leslie, that's funny as hell. Where did it go? When you click on and you see this this, like here, I don't even know if I have a place for it, but the avatar. Okay, I have that. She's gonna put she wants to put Marge Simpson. That's hysterical. You are, or I am. I'm not I'm not gonna win any beauty contests either, brother. Oh damn, Hoosier. 12-hour day. I hate those days. That Mom, I'm very handsome though, if I do say so myself. Nope. Nope, not wearing pants or shorts. Just no, I'm not sitting here commando. Carrie Honor wants me to tell my stories. I'm sure he does. It's a different, it's a different platform. But yeah, if you got good stories, tell them. It doesn't matter where you tell them, as long as you tell them, because stories are meant to be told. I've been saying that a lot. People would be like, "Well, I came on your, show and I told my story." Yeah, well, go on his show and tell it there, and go over there and tell the story. If you have a great story to tell it. Sorry, I'm just reading again. Oh, who's missing tonight? I don't see Squatch and Cowboy. I haven't seen him around tonight. There's a few people MIA. Oh, I'm sure that didn't end well. Tazy House says the bikers helped me get off drugs, and when I quit drinking and heard a guy trying to buy me an alcohol drink, and I kept telling them no, I'd rather have tea, soda, or water. The guy trying to force me. That's going to end in an ass kicking. I'll just wait for the. I'm looking forward to the next part of that one. Exactly. A good story is worth sharing, especially if it's one you haven't shared. And then once you do share it, keep sharing it. It's amazing. I've heard, and I'm sure, Sean will agree. And Leslie, you hear these stories and they tell you that, they thank you for giving them a platform to express themselves and get it off their chest. I never thought about that before I started the show, that, it was just a pleasant, consequence of starting the show. I didn't think about that beforehand, but now, when the first person says thank you and you're like, for what? And they're like, I had to get that off my chest. It's like, right on. Speaking of semi-virgins, what's up, BF?
Hey, how you doing, Mugs?
I say semi-virgins because this is only your second time on.
Yeah, the first time didn't go so good. Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to say hi, and it was great meeting you down in Tennessee.
Oh, it was great meeting you too, dude.
And the wife still wears that bandana.
Right on.
Yeah.
You hang out, man, if you got time,
Yeah. I just mostly lurk and listen. I just wanted to say hi and see if I got this thing down in case it get on.
It sounds great. It looks great.
Okay.
Really good, man.
I enjoyed meeting everybody. I wish I could have spent more time with you and Joe and all of them. Me and Connor was busy running around pretty much. So
yeah,
we loved hearing everybody's stories. That's basically why we went. So
there were some good stories told. Some,
that was
fantastic stories.
Yeah, that was a highlight. I mean, the only thing me and the wife went twice so far, and we've just recorded some howls and wood knocks and stuff like that. But we're going
to say just. Like, I've never heard any of that stuff in the woods. You're like, oh, we just recorded some, wood knocks.
Yeah, I was in my audio. We set out 2 audio recorders, and
you got evidence. That's awesome.
Yeah, our very first time surprised us, and then she went to download it, and she erased everything. I was like, oh no.
What is that? I hear that a lot lately. Oh, yeah. I got something, but it got erased. How the?
Well, I mean, she's the smart and pretty one of the couple, and that's what she does at work.
I have to agree.
Yeah, well, good, but that's what she does at work, and she went to download it to my laptop, and I don't understand it because we had 13-hour calls in 10 minutes, and every one of them sounded fake as hell. And she downloaded them, and then she went to download the other recorder of all the howls and knocks, and she even got growled at. And she went to download that, and it just erased everything. So I don't know what happened, but
wow, man, that's
like I said, we're still new to this, and I've always been interested in Bigfoot since I was 8 years old. My grandma told me they was back here and in the holler, and so I believed in them right there. That's all it took.
What did she call them? Boogers, or what did
she called them the hairy people or people of the woods.
Okay.
Yeah, she was from down around the West Virginia, Kentucky line over around Pikeville.
Pikeville, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I knew somebody from Pikeville.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, it's Pikeville.
When I was like 18, I met him in Virginia Beach.
Oh, really?
His name was Jamie, but they called him Hooter Man.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because back then I guess a joint was a hooter, or that's what they called the joint. Yeah. He sold weed, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I said,
I remember that, but he was from Pikeville, Hatfield and McCoy area.
Yeah, that's where Grandma and Grandpa, they moved up here back in the late 20s, well, 1920s, I should say. But they told me that they had them down there, and then when they moved up here, she found out Grandpa was taking me back in the holler to hunt, and she's, oh my God, Frank, you ain't taking that boy back here, are you, with them people back here? And they reminded, I don't know if you know who Edith and Archie Bunkers were. I don't know if you're my age or okay. A lot of people in here probably don't know Edith and Archie Bunker, but that's
Edith.
Yeah, that's the way Grandma and Grandpa was.
Oh, Archie.
Yeah. And Grandma said, "You ain't taking a boy back there." And she, "Oh, shut the hell up, son. I'm taking him where the hell I want." And, but hell, they was married 57 years, and
God bless them.
Yeah.
So what kind of stories did she tell you when you were a kid? I mean, about.
Since I started watching,
don't go back there, or did she
Yeah, well, she said as long as your grandpa's going to show you how to respect the woods and treat the woods and all, but since I started watching all these shows, she's told me all these things that everybody's saying on these shows. I knew, way back when, and like I said, Grandpa, he started teaching me how to hunt when I was 8. 9 years old, I was allowed to go by myself. And every time I'd come out of the woods, Grandma would be like, "Hey, boy, did you see any teepees back here?" I'm like, "Teepees?" I'm like, "There ain't no Indians back here."
Indians back there.
Yeah. So, but she never let on. And I always heard them talking. And I'm like, who the hell are they talking about? There ain't nobody back there. I mean, I had over 1,000 acres just by myself.
Sure.
And I covered every inch of it. And now there's some stuff that I've learned since watching these that I heard. But I just, birds or people talking up and back because in the hollers, them sounds just travel, forever.
Sure.
But I think I was 12 or 13, came up out of the woods one time, and I told Grandma, I said, "Grandma," I said, "I seen a teepee." She said, "Oh my God, you ain't never going back here again." You ain't going back here. I don't care if you got a gun or not. I said, "Well, I'm going back here." I didn't have a neighbor for 2 miles, and that was what I did. That's all I did every day in the woods. And I just loved it. But yeah, I mean, it was a ball. I mean, and it's weird because as much time as I've spent in the woods, I've never seen one, but I've always been looking out for them. Grandma always said, you got your Bigfoot glasses or goggles or whatever she said they was. Said always, and she said you always see them. Said you'll never see them. You'll see them over here, They're over here.
Peripheral.
Yeah. Said, and then you look and you won't see them. She said, you'll see them if they want you to see them. Yeah, and she also, because Grandma was 100% Indian, Grandpa was half. And she always said, because Grandpa's a big Western fan, so was I, movies. And she'd say, she said, bud or boy, whatever she felt like calling me that day. Right. She'd say, when on these TV Westerns, they come up and they go, how? I'm like, yeah, they ain't saying hi. She said, that's showing that they ain't Bigfoot or Nephilim or whatever the heck it was she said. She said, they're showing you they got 5 fingers, that they're human too. They're one of your brothers. And I said, oh, really? And I've heard other people say that since I've started watching this. And I mean, she's told me so many stories and all.
I recently heard something about, like, the person said if you were to encounter one of these, in the woods, one of those shitty encounters, that you can defuse it a little bit by putting your palm up like that to them and say greetings, don't say hello. There were little things that, whether or not they're true, but it's just funny. But you just mentioned that, and because when they said palm up, but I thought they meant like that. Yeah. Or then I wasn't sure if they meant like that, palm up.
I know Grandma always said
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was in the woods every day my life here until I went in the military for 3 years right out of high school. Then I worked at the prison, just retired from the prison.
Yeah. Thanks for your service, by the way.
Oh, no problem. And I told her, I told my wife at the time, Angie, I said, hey, when I asked her to marry me, I said, hey, when I retire, I'm going Bigfooting. I said, I've known about it my whole life. And I said, she goes, oh, that sounds fun. Well, she still works Monday through Friday, but she can basically set her own hours. So it's working out great. Every weekend we're going somewhere. Where we got to come down there and meet you guys and had a ball. Like I said, I wish we could have hung out some more, but
well, there'll be other times. I mean,
yeah, hopefully. So
that was fun.
I just wanted to jump on here and make sure I had this down right, and just say, man, it was great meeting you. And I hope to meet you guys again and spend more time with you and hear some more stories.
Absolutely, man. Oh, make your own stories, Well,
we're going to go not this weekend, but next weekend. We're heading to West Virginia.
Right on. Awesome.
In the mountains again. So.
Be safe out there.
All righty. Now, how do I click off this thing?
I can pull you off, but at the bottom it should say there should be an X. See it? Does it say leave studio?
Okay, leave studio. Well, thanks, Muggs. I appreciate you having me on, buddy.
My pleasure. Take care.
All righty.
All right, man. Well, that was cool. That's only BF's second time being on. We met at the Squatch outing, the Squatch out in Tennessee. Him and his lovely wife. That was fun. It was a fun time. He's got some good stories. That's crazy, that is like his grandmother warned him, so he had that, it was part of his paradigm since he was a kid. That's weird. And never to see, I've never seen one. I don't know if you're lucky or not. Let me just post this again. Come on, Steve. You get pretty yet? Come on. I need you. Let's go. Media Palace, what's up, man? How's it going, Eric? Yeah, I was curious. Buzzards. This is what I read, and I haven't gotten above that yet. About having repercussions. Hey, Meredith. Good to see you. Who else is here? So, yeah, guys. Hey, Danny Stanton. What's happening, Danny? Yeah, I know I read that earlier. That's funny. I asked my 13 grandchildren my 13 grandson where he wanted to go to eat for his birthday. He said Hooters. I said, my boy. That's funny. That's funny. Hang around a barber shop and you'll get a haircut. Just reading chat, guys. Once again, I'll put that link in chat. You guys know how it works. What are we at? 40 minutes in? 80 people watching. Wow. Come on, guys. Don't be chicken. Hit that link. Come on. Let's BS. Like we just BS with BF. No, I figured it out, Danny. Who else is here? Known back home says he's a chicken. Some Texan you are. Pussy. If I call anybody a pussy, you know I'm kidding. Right, Mr. Lee? Pussy. Sandra, you splitting on us? No worries. Good night and God bless. It's not the end of the show, folks. I was just reading. Guess, well, if you're new and you stick around till the end, you'll know what I mean. The last thing I always say is peace and God bless. Daniel Lundy, what's happening? That's not up to me, dude. I saw his look last night. It was scary. Actually, he didn't look bad. You just did. So, who else? If you guys, I know see Media Palace is here. If you did, I hope you guys checked out his recent documentary, Harryman Road, the Harryman Road one. That was well done. I enjoyed it. And then, of course, you know, have Leslie here in chat from Cryptids Canada. Definitely check her stuff out. If you like narrated stories, she's one of the best out there. Where did Buzzard's Roost? What's up, man? Let's see. He said he has bad internet, so
actually didn't know that.
What's up, man?
Hey,
You seem frozen. I think if you're on, if you have do you have YouTube still on?
is it working?
It's working.
You say it is?
It works. You're alive. Can you see yourself?
Hello.
Man, my internet sucks. I mean, hell, sometimes I have to climb on the roof to get a signal.
I hope not.
Man,
So
I don't know if you can hear me or not. You coming and going.
oh yeah, you're coming and going too, but where do you live, man?
Northeast Texas.
Oh, right on. Northeast Texas. Don't believe her, Meredith. It wasn't. I wasn't saying a thing. I didn't talk about. Yeah, didn't. No, I'm kidding. It was all her fault. Oh, my pleasure, Media Palace. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, dude. It seems I've lost Buzzard Roost. If I see him pop up again, I'm just gonna have him backstage for right now. Sorry. I'm gonna keep an eye on it down below to see if he pops back on, but he did say he has a bad signal. What else? Oh, now he's gone. Wasn't my doing. But thanks for coming on, dude. Buzzard, it was good to see you briefly, but that was awesome. See, it's simple like that, guys. You know, you can pop on, say hi, and bounce off. Just, introduce yourself. If you want to hang out and BS. That's funny. That mom, does he send his girlfriend up to hold the antenna? All right, hold this aluminum foil in one hand, and okay, now lift your left leg and bend over. Well, don't go there. Everybody's fading out tonight. Everybody's tired. You guys have a rough night last night? Let's see, no one back home says that's where I heard Bigfoot when I was a kid. Sims in New Boston area of Texas. Sharon, where is Stevie? Stevie, are you ready to come on yet? You guys got to hear this story. Let me see. I'm going to pester her. No, wait. LIB, what's up, man? I'm heading to Whitehall tomorrow night for the Sasquatch Festival, so gonna rest up tonight. Otherwise, I'd come on and bullshit a bit. No, I understand, dude. That's cool, though. That should be that's a trip too, man. That's way upstate. It's a few hours worth of driving. Stevie, where'd you go? You were just backstage. Come on. I didn't click on quick enough. Jesus Christ. Excuse me. Kelly, what's up? Good to see you. So yeah, man, that should be a good time up in Whitehall. I've been by the area. No, well, probably driven past it. Because the only time I really went that far upstate, I was going to the Thousand Islands. So I'd go up like, 81 or up past Binghamton and Pulaski up that way. A little to the left. Untie your shoe. Right there. Right there. Don't move. Perfect. See, some people well, actually, most people here know what the hell we're talking about when we talk about aluminum foil and, rabbit ears and shit. But yeah, it was a struggle. It was an actual struggle back in the day. Where you only had 3 channels. They were black and white, and, you loved it. Why did that not show up? Oh, there it is. Hey, Phil, what's happening, buddy? There she is. Let's try again. Well, hey, darling. You can't hear me? Why not? I can hear you. It's your settings. It's got to be your settings. Check your earbuds or whatever. Hello? Are you frozen too? Oh, I guess she's frozen too. Oh, well. It's going to be one of those nights. LIB. I had to hold the rabbit ears antenna with the tin foil. Oh, it got to where I would have I'd hook up a speaker wire or have a coax cable just for an antenna, not even for the cable, and run it around the room. And who's when you say you guys are blinking on and off, am I having issues? Because I don't know. I can't see other. I just see what's in front of me. As far as I don't know what's going on the YouTube end. I guess I could pull it up. But that's odd, Stevie. We've had no problems in the past with signal and you coming on. Let's see. I got to turn down the volume. Oh well. Stevie, try again. We'll have to figure out why you're not getting a signal. Ask Leslie. We wouldn't give up on her the other day. What was the camera? No, she didn't use the camera, but there was something that was going on. Okay, thanks, Danny. I guess she couldn't hear me. And I think she froze up. I don't think she's getting a good signal, unfortunately. But like I said, try again. Well, good. I there's nothing I can do about somebody else's signal. Oh, Mike got a trophy. Was it for participation? Yeah, I saw she had an earbud. Okay, Buzzard's back.
Move to the left. Untie
What's
your
up,
shoe.
man?
Right there. Right there. Don't move. Perfect.
Okay, you have to turn off YouTube, Buzzard, if you're gonna.
Actually, most people here know what we're talking about when we talk about aluminum foil and rabbit ears and shit. But yeah, it was a struggle. It was an actual struggle back in the day.
Buzzard.
Where you only had 3 channels. They were black and white, and you loved
He
it.
has no clue he's on. Do you know you're on the air, dude?
I didn't. Oh, there it is. Hey, Phil, what's happening, buddy?
I'm gonna put him backstage, guys. What the hell was this? How the hell? That was really delayed. That was weird. What's up, man? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
It's like you realized you pushed the wrong button or something. If at first you don't succeed, stop skydiving. It's just not for you. Still back there. I'm gonna put that link one more time. Hey Yancey, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, it's just weird tonight. It's just not working out. Buzzard is my spirit animal, says Ella. You know Buzzard spit a lot, don't you? Yeah. I don't know what my spirit animal is. It's probably something with a sense of humor. What do we got going on here? Uh-oh. Cheating on what? Your diet? Oh, you're doing keto, aren't you, or something? How do you cheat on that? Sugar? I don't know anything about keto, so. Oh, pizza sounds lovely right about now. All right, Buzzard's going to try this again, I believe. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am. It's entertaining. What's up, brother? Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? I know you guys in chat can hear me. You gonna talk to me? Let's try this. I don't know if he'll see this. Buzzard, you're live, dude. Nope, I think he froze up. Oh well. Where are you at, Stevie? You gotta try again too. What is that? I always want to play pool when you're on. Oh, yeah. That's funny. I can't see it, though. And if I turn up the light, it's too damn bright. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. Let's see if I can diffuse that. Yeah, that'll work. You know, that's something I haven't done in a while, just play pool. I used to play in a league, and we got to the finals, and my team fell apart. Like, I was the only one to win their match. And I had to step away from pool because I kind of like just fell apart. because we should have been going to Vegas, and yeah, I had to step away because I was just apparently I didn't take losing too well. But it is what it is. I mean, I love the game. Love this, it's an amazing game. Now, foosball, on the other hand, I haven't played that much of. I play a little bit in Wisconsin. And then, of course, Ida has to bring up darts. Yeah, never played in a league, but I played a lot of darts. Basically, if you could do it in a bar, I excelled at it. Except pool and darts and stuff, I started when I was a kid. Yeah, Buzzard, no worry, man. No worries. Thanks. But when I click you on, it's like you're not even acting like you know you're on live. So, why? Yeah, I even played in a poker league. I don't know if it was more distraction, like just something to distract me from the rest of life. But yeah, poker, pool. What else? It's kind of weird because I played in a pool league in Jersey and a poker league in Jersey, and then back the same when I went to Arizona. Got here in Florida, I haven't played poker or pool. I did. Why did you ask that? Because you just heard something? Because my roommate's got the TV on in the living room, and I thought I just heard that test alarm. That's why I'm like, I didn't think you could hear it. And you do such a good job at it on your channel, Leslie. Keep it up, because I mean, you don't realize, how you touch people. You don't. To yourself, you're just, telling stories, but you're telling other people's stories, but it's the way you tell them. And people just love listening to you. So thanks for what you do. Oh, there's Sean. Thought you left, dude. Too hot to play in Florida? No, I just haven't settled in that aspect, Pool, I don't drink anymore. I mean, but that really hadn't stopped me from playing poker and pool because I didn't drink then either. Well, I did actually, but then I quit. But yeah, I haven't looked. I know there's a pool hall not far from here, which is the better alternative than going into a bar. Because I used to manage a pool hall, so I'd rather play on a regulation size table. And it's weird, man. You play on a big table and then you go to a bar table and it's like night and day. It's just playing on a smaller table seems just easier. So guys, let's say Stevie, I don't know if she gave up. I'm going to post this link once more. Maybe we can salvage this next hour. But BF Bud, it was good to hear from you. That was cool. It was good to see different people, like you never met. Let's try again with Stevie. Come on, Stevie. This better work. How about now?
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, you can hear me. Fucking A. Right on. How are you?
Oh, hold on. One second. All right. Hi.
You good?
Yeah, I don't know how long the internet's gonna hold. Wi-Fi's been kicking me off. I got in, got kicked off. I'm on my
Oh,
laptop.
really?
It looks, yeah, that's why it looks so bad. We'll see how long it lasts.
All right. Well,
But you
we got
kept
Yancey.
saying, try
Yancey's
it again,
here.
try it again.
Yancey's with us too. What's up, Yancey?
Which way is my camera? What's up, guys?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
What's up,
So
Stevie?
I have to
How you
ask,
doing, Yancey?
Stevie, do you want to? Are you willing to talk about what happened the other night?
Yeah, I mean, I'll leave a couple parts out, but yeah. So I just moved. I got into my new place this past week, and I've only been here a couple nights, and it's an apartment that's set up, a studio apartment that's set up for disabled. I'm in a wheelchair until I get my prosthetics. I still got a few weeks before I get my prosthetics. So everything's all in one room. I'm just kind of giving you a setup so that you'll kind of get the gist of it, but get a visual of it. My bed, all one room. Off to the side is kitchen. I have a separate bathroom. So I'm laying in bed. It's probably close to midnight, maybe a little bit after midnight. And all of a sudden, when you're on that verge of sleep, I sound like I heard somebody coming through the door. And sure enough, I just open my eyes and I'm looking dead on at the front door. And I see the door just somebody jiggling a key and pushing the door open, and I'm like, hey, yelling, hey, somebody's in here. Who? I don't know what I yelled, honestly. I know I yelled something. I jumped from my bed into my wheelchair, and as you would think that, like, if I'm yelling at somebody and they're coming into a place, they'd get startled and back up if they had any decency about them, maybe jump back and, oh, my bad, whatever. No. This guy decides after hearing me scream and freak out, he still wants to walk in. And I don't know what his intentions were, but I wasn't about to give him a chance to do anything. I think, and without thinking, I sleep. Okay, everybody that knows me knows I carry a weapon. I had one under my pillow, and thank God I did, because he kept coming in. The room was about 3 feet in the room. I jumped down into my wheelchair. I grabbed my weapon with my left hand as I was jumping down, and kind of one big swoop. And as I landed in my wheelchair, I had to set my gun down to turn my chair. I had to use both hands to turn my chair so that I'd be facing him and not back towards him. So all in one swoop. As I spun around, he saw the weapon in my lap, and he just, what are you going to shoot me? I picked it up and I pointed it at him, and I said, yeah, take another step and I will. He's like, oh, you're not going to shoot me. I said, okay. I said, motherfucker, I have 17 in a clip and 1 in the chamber. How many do you want? I yelled it. He freaked out, jumped back. And at that time, I didn't even know, but as he jumped back and saw that I was serious, he jumps back and he fumbles into another guy, 2 of them. I didn't even know. I had no idea. But he's fumbling backwards. I'm taking the legs to my wheelchair and just rammed it into the door, kind of closed it behind him, threw on the deadbolt, hit the latch, jumped to the phone, and yeah. I spent the next hour. Apparently, we were assigned the same unit as I'm in. The girl that worked during the day had she's not working there anymore in the office. She assigned 4 different units that day, and I was the last one that she wasn't paying attention. She was on crack. I don't know what, but she assigned my apartment to somebody else all at the same time. And like I said, if they had any good intentions, then something like that is like, oh, sorry, they gave me a key or whatever. No, he just kept on coming in, and come to find out, they went back to the office. It was they called the office. The office ended up calling the police. I thought it was, I don't think I told you this. No, it was the office manager that called the police. Next thing you know, I'm being swarmed and I'm beating my door down because apparently that guy was freaked out and said that I was squatting first off, and someone's squatting in my apartment. Said, what else did he? Oh, he said I was squatting and I put a gun to his head. That's what the sheriff said. Said that I told him, he told them that I put a gun to his head. I said, well, if I could reach his head, that would be one thing. But yeah, I did pull a gun. I mean, what was I going to do? You know?
Yeah.
Spent the next hour filling out police reports, and they said that there were each one of the guys. One of the guys had 6 warrants out on his arrest, and the other one had 4. 2 in Georgia, 2 each. I guess for violence against women. So they didn't detail, but they said it was good. I had a gun. Yeah.
That's good.
You're a badass.
No, it just freaked me out.
Well,
I spent the next hour shaking.
Good chat.
Yeah,
You're like, damn.
I can't see chat. But yeah,
Oh,
it freaked me out. I spent the next hour shaking. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think once that adrenaline leaves you, it just all hits you at once. Yeah, I freaked out afterwards, I guess.
Big old adrenaline dump. Damn.
Man. Then you wonder why I had a headache. Whole next day.
Well, thanks for sharing that with us. I thought people should hear that.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. Yeah, the girl got fired. And me being in my age in the end, I went off and said, please make sure that she almost got somebody killed, whether it was them or me. If I didn't have a gun, who knows what would happen, you know?
Sure.
But most definitely. People are crazy. Yeah, they were tweaked out on meth. I found that out in the end. Yeah.
Well, sweetie, you aren't a statistic tonight. Bless you, says Cryptids Canada, Leslie.
Oh, thank you.
And it's what is this? I thought Harmonica Man was not welcome here no more. I never said he couldn't come back.
No, you said quite the opposite. I thought.
Well, he left a comment on Leslie's show and said that he wasn't welcome back here and blah blah blah, and I corrected him and said, "Oh, you're always welcome back, sober." No, I wasn't I wasn't nice about it.
Hi, Stevie.
Hey,
What's going on, Joe?
how are you?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought Yancey over there was old Bear.
I kind of look like him, huh?
You do.
Right?
I've been looking around for the last year and a half, just watching a lot of your guys' shows, so I kind of know who everybody is. So, yeah, are you talking about the, what's his,
Old Bear's Den of Bigfoot.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a little bit of brown head and a little gray thing going on, huh?
Yeah, there's a resemblance.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, see the way you were sitting back, same way he sits whenever he's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just relaxing. No, I want to jump on. It looked like nobody was kicking on. I just jumped on the computer and I thought, man.
Yeah, it was like pulling teeth tonight.
Yeah, I was like,
fine.
I haven't jumped on. I've been threatening to for a while, and I had some time tonight. I thought I'll get on there and talk to old Mogs and check out these guys. And then Harmonica Man, is that Joe?
That's Joe. I don't know why he put that up there. He's got an odd sense of humor.
No, I'm always working.
This is what happens. This is what happens. Look. Nope. Where is it? Harmonica Man, you are a cowboy? It's a secret identity.
Yeah, so I've kind of followed you guys around a little bit. Stevie, you had some medical issues. You're doing okay, though, huh?
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Thank you.
Good. Are you in Florida, too?
I am. I'm in Central Florida.
And then, Moggs, you moved from Arizona to Florida, right?
Correct.
And I'm in Utah.
Oh, right on.
I got the Sam Squatch right up the road here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm out in the woods a lot, hunting and whatnot, and there's a lot going on over here.
Have you
Well, I
had?
got hooked about 2 years ago, and I've been following the stuff for about 8 or 9 years, just kind of dabbling in it. But yeah, it's kind of fun.
Any good experiences?
Yeah, had my boys. We're bow hunting, a little place called Mary's Nipple in Utah, about 10 years ago. We're sitting around the campfire, and one of the guys that was out in from California archery hunting with his cows, he'd hit a cow in the face, kind of in the neck, throat area, cow elk, and waited on her, let her sit for a little bit. And this whole thing started because when he come back to campfire, he was pretty shook up, and I had my boys with me, and at the time they were 12 and 10. And it was an awesome day. We had seen mountain lion that day, bears, a lot of elk. And he was down in this canyon that I wasn't willing to go in and drag a cow out of. There was a bunch of cows down in there, but I would have eaten it with a fork before I even drug it out. I mean, I would have died of a heart attack. And this guy, we called him Walkabout. I won't give you his name, but good dude, hunted a lot. He knows his animals. He's killed grizzly bear. Like I say, they've been around. Well, he was down there, and the story he told when he got back up to the campfire is we were like, where the hell you been? It's 11 o'clock at night. We were about ready to send everybody out for you. And he said, man, I got an elk, but I got Bigfoot. And we're like, what happened? And he said, so I shot this cow, I hit her, and I waited for her. And he said, all of a sudden I heard some stuff going on. And so he said, I turned my headlamp off and just sat there and waited her out. He walked in about 100 yards trying to look for her. And the next thing you know, he stood up, and there was a Sasquatch there holding his elk. Gave him a roar, and he said, the story that he told at the time, I feel bad too, because we all kind of laughed at him, right? We were like, man, what's going on? Were you smoking weed while you're out there? I mean, at the time, I've always thought, and I've been out in the woods a lot, but his story was convincing. When he got back campfire, he was shook up. He said the Sasquatch yelled at him, and the way he worded it even back then, I'll always remember, said that it shook him so bad he froze, and he said I could feel it. Mm-hmm. He said it yelled at me, then it grabbed my elk and it drug it off like it was dragging a Cocker Spaniel. Wow. And he said, so I got a hold of my nephew, who I told him to come down and help him drag the elk up out. And where this area is, I mean, all the reservoirs around there are Indian names, and we got Fish Lake area, and if there's anybody there from Utah, they'll know where I'm talking about. The Manti La Salle Mountains. I got a lot of buddies right now. My nephew just killed a big 6-point. I'm into hunting a lot.
I've seen Fish Lake on a map.
Yeah, it's all right. If you pulled up Mary's Nipple in that area, it was right in the canyon drive.
I got a friend over in Spanish Fork.
Oh yeah, that's right there, Spanish Fork Canyon. Yeah. It's down further south. I just came from that area. I spent the last 2 days. I had some work down in southern Utah, and I just got back with my wife just tonight, so I thought I'd jump on. But
do you fish a lot?
A lot. Yeah.
Well, I see the shirt, so.
Yeah. I'm in the outdoors a lot. We spend a lot of time up in Montana in the Madison Valley. And then we got a lot of blue ribbon fly fishing streams around here. I got a boat. My kids, I got 5 boys and 1 girl, and they all love the outdoors. So
God bless you.
Yeah.
God bless the 1 girl.
Yeah, my wife. Well, we only had 4. We adopted 2, but they're all good kids. But what's crazy, since that whole experience and that went down, and seeing how shook up he is, we walked back. We went to meet him the next morning to hunt. There's about 10 of us. And we're like, hey, where'd he go? And he's like, man, he went 9 miles that way. He's not even hunting this area anymore. I mean, he bounced. And, at the time. So what's crazier about this story? So in Utah, they got these, what they call CWMUs. You got to draw hunts for them. And one of my buddies has a cabin in that same area. And so I was in his office, and I was talking to him. And it was about a year and a half, 2 years later. And I said, hey, where are you elk hunting this year? He said, I just drew a tag out at the CWMU out there. And I said, where is it? And he told me. And I said, man, I just spent 2 years there. I said, let me tell you this crazy story. So I just got done telling him the story that I just had, and he got white. And he didn't want to talk. And I said, what's up? I'm like, you can talk to me, man. It's cool. And he's like, my dad's been down there tracking him for the last 3 or 4 years and found the prints and done all the things. And I did not want to hear that because I've been questioning my dad on what's going on there. And he said, and now I drew my tag in that area, and now I'm, you got me thinking again. And I said, no. I said, I've never run into one, but I'm a believer. Why not, right? The research and all the stuff I've done out there, it's a big, anybody who hasn't been out in the woods or been even in Utah in the Uinta Mountains or been in a lot of places, even in Arizona. I spent a lot of time down in Page, Arizona. My friends have a houseboat down there, so we spend a lot of time out in that area. Right. And I'll tell you, it's a big world out there. So my mind's always been open to it. So I find it fascinating. It's one of the fun things I like to do when I'm out there. My boys, one of them that's 31, he just got back on an elk hunt, and he's kind of gotten into it with me a little bit. And he got to run into some structures and see some pretty cool stuff up around the Uintas this last couple weekends. And so, yeah, I think the main thing is being aware.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't be naive to it,
But that's the problem is most people are.
They are.
No clue. Your average person has no clue what's out there.
No.
Your hunters, I've talked to hunters. Oh, I've been out here. I've been hunting for years all my life, and I've never seen anything. It doesn't exist. Okay.
Oh, I got buddies like that. They know I'm a believer. I got a Bigfoot sticker on my truck. And I don't give a shit what anybody thinks, though.
I don't either.
Yeah, I really don't. And a lot of people, I know a lot of people, and I've been involved with a lot of things.
Is there hold on. I'm looking at chat.
A delay?
I don't know if it's a delay or what's going on, but like Joe Parker says he can't hear me. Meredith said something about a chalkboard. We need a chalkboard. I hear everybody. Joe's not talking, so.
No, he hasn't said a word.
But I hear everybody fine.
Yeah, I got everybody good.
You're not funny,
I hear
Joe.
everybody fine. I know, right?
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I see this in chat, and I'm like, what's going on?
No, you can cut me off. You can't hurt my feelings.
Blackbeard says, I hear you all just fine. I was just wondering why certain people can and, All right.
Well, I know I spent most of my life in the woods as a kid. Last 16 years working on the job. It wasn't until just a few years ago that I had a clue. And it kills me that I was oblivious because thinking back to different times, things happen, noises that I heard, feeling like somebody's following us on the trail, just a lot of little signs that I was completely oblivious to.
Yeah, but there's been some weird shit that's happened in that park on those trails that people have seen,
Yeah, but as many places have I been hiking. A lot of different places all over the country.
I'm with you. I spent a fair amount of time. My grandpa's been dragging me through the marsh and through the woods since I was 8 years old. I'm 52, and so I've been out there doing a lot. And I'm out there. I spent a lot of time doing all of it. If it's outside, I try and get out there. Spend my time on YouTube in the evenings, and if I'm not working, we're out fishing or hunting or doing something. So my eyes have been out there a lot, and I've seen some crazy things out there that maybe I haven't, really thought about. But after that story, it's been about 9 or 10 years ago. It's always just sat in the back of my head. And then I just got the bug a few years ago and started just kind of watching it from the side. Then I got on YouTube, and then we see your guys' shows. And COVID gave everybody a little bit of downtime, right? So I did some research and spent more time probably on YouTube at times than I should have. And just, I follow all the big channels. I kind of know who a lot of people are, but it's fun. It's a good time.
I think we're all guilty of spending more time on YouTube than we should.
Yeah, especially at night. I mean, I go to night listening to stories.
But yeah, and I do the same thing. I don't watch TV.
Yeah, I don't do that. I mean,
and I should. I avoid the news, but
yeah, turn that shit off. That's not.
Yeah, but there's some things that aren't getting reported that should be right now, and
I agree
on the news. And
yeah, I agree.
Some very important issues that aren't being talked about.
Yeah,
that's scary. It's really scary.
It was crazy that whole Gabby Patino thing where she was. My wife and I were just driving through there back, kind of where she was today, and I'm like, oh man.
That it's tragic.
Yeah.
But that's all I see.
Yeah, it's all
here in Florida. It's all that's on. But where's all the reporting on what's going on at the border right now?
That's exactly. I agree with you 100%. 100%. It's like, hey man, this shit happens every day, and that guy's gonna. I mean, he's out in your swamp somewhere. I think in Florida. I don't think he's coming out. That's what I think, and that's good.
But it's just all these distractions.
It is.
Look over here, why people are sneaking in your back door.
No, it's a mess right now. It is. It's frustrating to watch the news, but yeah, you've got some good guests, and it's been a good show. I've enjoyed watching you.
Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's all good stuff.
And this is what it's about, though. I said it earlier. This is why I started the show, for everybody to come on, share stories, and get to, just meet. I got to meet Joe for the first time.
Lucky. Look at that.
Wish it never happened. No.
Hey, well, when you talk about Stevie, you were saying earlier, like, in the last, all the time you spent out in the woods, I spent about 2 or 3, 4 weeks a year up in Montana. And there's been times where I've let my little kids run around up there. We're up at the top of these campgrounds and running around. And I know there's grizz in the area and everything else, and I keep a close eye on them. But then you start watching some of the 411 stuff and all the other stuff I've kind of got research into the last 5 years. My wife has even said, because we were listening to a podcast or two on the way home today while we had a 4-hour drive. And she's like, I get sick every once in a while thinking about some of the times we just let the kids go out and go down to the creek or run around. I mean, I'm guilty of it.
Yep.
We all are.
Now I got grandkids that are the same age. And we're up there this last summer. I got my eye on them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Now you just want to keep them right there at your hip.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we kept a pretty close eye before, but it doesn't take much for them to run off.
No, I know. I have 4 daughters, and we stayed in the woods. I mean, every vacation, every getaway, it was out. We did sections of that. I mean.
Yeah, I got my hide and seek jam. I got a few things in my office kicking around. I don't hide it from anybody. They come over.
Yeah, it's just scary to think back at, just how far I would let them run ahead on the trail, out of sight.
Well, I was more worried about grizzly bear than anything. I mean, honestly, when I'm up there, every year we're up there near Island Park or up around, like this year when we were up there, we got the spires come in. And every year we've been up there the last 4 years because you can't hunt grizz up there in Montana right now. They're protected. And there's been an attack every year we've been up there, the week we've been up there.
Oh, wow.
Within 30 miles of where we're at. I mean, that one gal got drug out of Montana, a small town in Montana, while we were up there this last year. And that grizz came right in and killed her. And that's the problem. We've got 3 or 4 or 5 generations of grizzly bear up in that area that aren't afraid of humans. They have never been hunted.
That's scary, man.
Yeah,
that's what I'd be on. That's my head would be on the swivel if I was in bear country, like that. But just knowing what I know or believing what I believe in with Sasquatch, I can't walk into the woods the same as I could 5 years ago.
Oh no, me neither. No, that's been longer than that for me. Even probably since that story. I'm like, it was too convincing. He had no reason to come back to camp all shook up and then turn around and walk. And like I say, this guy's hunted coastal grizzlies before. He's got a 360, almost 370 bull hanging in his cabin wall. He shot one of everything. And when he came back and he said, hey, this Milo got drug off like it was dragging a little Cocker Spaniel, and this thing roared at me. He's like, that's all I needed to know. He said, I know where the elk are, but I found Bigfoot too. I was like, and we laughed. I feel bad. We're like, you're crazy. What are you thinking? And then back then, like, I looked at him and I told my other boys, I said, I think he was serious. Like, I believe him. And then my kids at the time are 12 and 10, and they're like, I think he was telling the truth. And I said, I do too. So the next day we were talking about it, and he was gone.
That I don't blame him. I mean, if it shook him up that much, but it is a shame where you like you said, you felt bad about it.
No, for sure.
But I'm sure you could obviously see that there was something wrong, something seriously wrong.
Oh no, yeah, 100%. I mean, he didn't come back and say, oh, I'm just in late. I mean, I was down there getting ready to head down to the closest town and call search and rescue. It was getting 11:30 at night. It was crazy too. It was full moon night. It was bright out, just like day. And temperatures were good. And the thing I do remember about that day, I mean, we saw so much that day. We were riding our four-wheelers down before we even got out. And I'm not kidding you. So I've seen mountain lion probably 5 or 6 times. Well, that day while we're going down, my buddy's right in front of me, and I'm right behind him, and I'm kind of staying close enough to the side, kind of avoiding his dust if you stay kind of close, right? And, man, he slams on his brakes. Next thing you know, we got about a 140-pound cat that jumped out right in front of him. Big old Tom mountain lion. Jumped right out. We hit the brakes, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then as we're heading up, so then I've got one of my buddies, and he's got one of my boys at the time. He was about 14. And then I've got my 12-year-old with me, and we're both working this valley up and watching this down and looking for deer and trying to get them off. And with the time we were hunting deer or cow elk, we had both those tags. And so I look over and I get the binos up and I'm looking at my boy. And the next thing I know, I look in the field and I see some deer. Then all of a sudden, I put them back up and they start bouncing off. And here's this mountain lion. Went after him, spooked him, didn't get him, and chased him right there. And I'm like, what's the chances you've seen 2 mountain lions in one day?
Yeah, really.
I mean, I was like, there's a lot of game right in that area. And then we had a Bigfoot sighting that night. It was just a memorable day. It was just one of those.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how are you, Joe? You're awfully quiet down there.
I'll just listen to him.
He's like, yes, don't shut up, man. I got to get a word in.
And I see old Joe Parker over there is poking the bear.
Seems he's always poking something.
He's trying to make me say something that I don't want to say.
Oh. I'll have to. Yeah, I see what he's saying, but I don't think
Now
we
y'all
want
got
to
me
go there.
looking.
No.
No. That's that's an opinion.
First time I've ever opened up this app. So I just clicked on the comments. That's all the current comments going on right now.
Correct. You can't comment, but you can read the comments.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You would have to like split your screen and pull up YouTube, turn the volume off, and then you could comment through YouTube. But on StreamYard, you can't comment.
They can hear me. I don't need to type anything.
Mark Dobman think he can't understand me with my Texas drawl, he said.
That's funny. Need closed caps. Too funny.
So where's Joe? Where do you live, Joe?
Northeast Texas, by Buzzard's Roost.
I just picked my boy up from Dallas. He's been working there all summer. He goes out there, and I just spent a couple weeks ago. I brought him back from Dallas. How far?
About 50 miles east of Dallas.
We went to the Rangers game. Is that going the right way? AT&T Stadium.
If you don't want to watch them lose.
Did I watch them lose?
I said, if you don't mind watching them lose, you can watch them.
Oh, yeah, we just went because it was something to do.
I'm I'm a homer. I'll back them all the time, but if they make it to the playoffs or whatever you call it, I don't watch baseball that much, or basketball unless they're in the playoffs.
That's a cool stadium.
It is.
All enclosed. That's the way to watch baseball.
The last
70 degrees with a cold beer.
The last time I went to a Ranger game, it was on the park next to it, and it was like 180 degrees in there.
Yeah, no, that was cool. Go there. It's regulated temperature. Beer's cold. Doesn't matter if it's hot or cold outside. That was cool.
Have you been in AT&T Stadium?
Yeah, I just saw. I haven't been in there. My boy went in there.
That's the most amazing thing I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I got pictures of it. We stopped and pulled by it. It's right there next to the Ranger Stadium, so we checked it out. But it's pretty cool. Here in Utah, we just got basketball. We don't have any of those NFL. So I'll head to Denver for a game once in a while if we can.
Oh, you got Jazz up there, right?
Yeah, Jazz games. Yeah.
They're on and off every year, seems like.
No, man, I tell you. Tough to watch.
I got to put this up. I got to read this. Casey House says the Border Patrol has lined their cars along the Texas and Mexican border where the bridge is and riding horseback and using force to keep the illegal people back on the other side.
Yeah, did you see how CNN portrayed that?
I haven't seen anybody. But I know I don't think people realize how bad it is.
Yeah, that one picture, Joe.
They ride horses with split reins. If you don't know what split reins are, they don't tie their reins together like I use, like pleasure riding. They have two reins to control the horse, and the reins are real long. And CNN took a picture of it. It looked like one of the rangers was whipping an illegal immigrant on the back. And then some other guy come out and took a picture and said, "Look, he's just holding his reins up like this, and the reins come out look like a whip, like he was whipping the guys." That's the way CNN portrayed it.
Yeah, they said they were whipping them, and I'm like, that is such horseshit. Anybody that knows anything about horses knows that's the reins. And I watched some of that feed, Joe. I don't know if you did too, and they were doing that, but they weren't slapping them with it. They made it act like they're down there slapping the shit out of them, and
they slap their horses' butts with the reins. That's what they do.
I agree. I know. I got them. Yep. Bad deal.
We won't talk about that.
Well, what's crazy though, I'll tell you this. This is my tie to Del Rio. So I used to drive down every year. My grandpa would leave from Utah, and he would leave, and he'd go spend the whole summer for the last 10 years of his life, and he'd drive from Utah to Del Rio and park his trailer there. So I've been to Del Rio to pick him up a couple times, and that was a nice, quaint little town. The Rio Grande River runs right through there, but now I bet you it's crazy.
Yeah, there's not much down there. That's why they just come across right there, because there's not much there.
Yeah, there was nothing there.
In Del Rio.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. They can walk right across the river. Been there. Nothing.
I saw footage on the news on I guess it was a YouTube clip where they were just walking right across, and the Border Patrol was just cruising up in a boat.
They're standing down.
They're waving. They're actually waving at them as they're riding.
The news is out that the border is open apparently, and they're coming from everywhere, unvetted.
What got me is how all those Haitians got over there. They swim all the way over there. Haiti.
The earthquake victims, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, ain't they surrounded by water? How'd they get over to Mexico?
Right.
I don't know.
Well, you know how they got over there, but it's,
Oh, yeah, I know. You can't talk about that.
No. Don't want to censor Moke's channel.
I could after what he said about it.
Surprised they haven't done it yet.
I was going to say, if they haven't yet, they won't.
Ain't going to happen.
Mogs is the next Lockbeard.
Yeah, it's all.
No.
It's all a bit of a mess.
But he is right with this. Lockbeard just said it's an invasion by any definition. It is.
That's right.
I agree.
Absolutely is.
Yeah. That's good,
And
Locker.
tens of thousands of people are crossing the, they were talking like 9,000 a day or some crazy shit like that. You know where those people are going to end up? In your neighborhood.
I think it's more than 9,000 a day.
They said
That was one number I heard like 3 days ago.
Yeah, it's crazy down there right
they
now.
said estimated since what's his name? Come on, man. Got
The smart one.
there's like 2 million since he came in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. That changes the elections and the demographics in your wonderful state of Texas if you get enough of them to be legal, right?
Hey, I could not tell you how many people are moving in around here.
It is crazy. Same with Utah. Everybody from California, everywhere they've screwed up, they're all moving in.
I'd rather have the
You were
California
getting, especially even Arizona was getting a lot of, Californians coming over. I worked for a move. I didn't work for him. I knew a mover who was doing California runs like every week.
Oh yeah.
And what he was charging and what the people in California were charging, because he was an Arizona company, he would like, okay, I'll do it for 10 grand. Go over, pick up your shit and bring it back. The other companies from California were charging like 3 times that, or it was some crazy amount.
Oh, they're getting it.
Yeah, because people want out of California so bad.
Yeah. No, so I'm tied a little bit to the real estate market here in Utah, and I'll tell you, values have, if not doubled in the last 2 years. Some homes that are going on right now, they're writing the offer for appraised value plus 50,000 on top. So I'll give you 450 for your house, and then I'll give you another 50,000 on top with 25 to 30 offers coming in.
Jesus.
Per house. My boy's first time house, we got him in one before the market exploded, but where I live made the top 3 high overpriced areas. We are hating on California.
And by the way, where do you live now, Bat Mom? You still in California? I doubt it.
She said she's from California. She didn't say she was in California.
She knew enough to get out too. Yeah, that's a bit much. She says I pay $1,700 for an apartment. It's ridiculous.
That's what you're going for here.
That's what it's getting to in Central Florida.
Yeah, I looked up some prices recently. Yeah, rents are kind of outrageous.
$1,500 for a 2-bedroom around here.
No, is that an apartment or a house?
That's an apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, house, you're not going to find that for 15
House
to
is
17.
$2,500 to $3 grand in Utah now. Like I say, it's doubled or tripled in the last 3 years.
You can get a nice house on the lake down here for that.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, things are crazy.
Oh, excuse me. Pardon me.
Keeping you up?
Yeah. Bastards. Can't even take a nap around here.
So are you fishing a lot there in Florida? Well, Stevie, where do you work? I'm ADD partially, but I go from Sea, but
it's okay. I work for Parks and Recreation.
That's right. That's right. You guys were on the 168 or something like that. That's coming out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there.
We were there.
I like to see video of it.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of it if you want me to put something together. I mean,
I want somebody that's leading up the group to show me.
I don't think, well,
I'll
behave.
I told Joe Parker that I wasn't going to come on that because I need to keep my mouth shut. Now I keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
People are throwing out what the rents are going for out there. It's crazy.
Yeah, where's the cheapest place to live in the United States right now? Who knows, huh?
Not Texas.
Kansas? I don't know.
Not Texas.
Kansas.
Don't come to Texas.
Probably not Kansas.
It's more expensive in California, so don't come
I'm
here.
kidding. If anybody's in Kansas, I'm just fucking around. I think I live in Florida. I think it's actually flatter than Kansas.
Yeah, I've never been to Florida. The wife wants to go, and we're gonna. I don't know. We may go check it out. Go hit the beach. Go.
Well, if you're down for fishing, that's the perfect place to come. Pick a spot.
It gets about 15 degrees here where I am in the winter, so
That would kill me now.
no.
I couldn't. My body couldn't take it. I'm sure. I've been down here for 20 years.
If
I've
you're,
become a Floridian.
I love the cold. I don't do heat. It's my Viking blood. I do not do heat well at all.
if you're coming from California, take that short drive through Texas and keep on going to Florida.
Short drive. Short drive. I actually stopped at a gas station to get gas, and I was like, where the hell is the border? And she was like, oh, it's right there. I'm like, thank you, Lord. I mean, literally, I was like within eyesight of it. Couldn't wait to get out of that state. I mean, I have nothing against Texas. It was just long and boring.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
no, I've done the same drive from Utah to Texas all the way down to Del Rio, pulling a trailer, 25-foot trailer for my grandpa. That was a good 20-hour drive.
Yeah,
I'd say going through Texas was probably the worst part of that drive for you coming through from Arizona. I've driven that all the way out to the coast. Yeah, Texas it's hard. It's a hard drive. Going through.
Where is?
Usually take me about 8 or 9 hours from Dallas to El Paso.
WTF's Mike says Cedar Park, Texas, cheapest town in the U.S.
It's not
He
as
Googled it.
Huh?
I said, did he Google it?
Hey, if people can come up with statistics like that by Googling them, I don't care. As long as they're accurate.
No, I was actually trying. Dropped my
Oh,
phone.
were
That's why I went, yeah. I was trying, and then I dropped my phone. That's why I went off screen to reach over and pick it up. So I was laughing.
Joe Parker talking about Pat. She probably sitting right next to him. So she's gone. She's probably sitting right next to you, Joe.
Look to your left. So yeah, guys, what are we at? 148. Who else is in? Guys, if anybody in chat has questions, comments, please just put them in caps so I can see them real quick, and I'll get them up.
Pat says Joe's at work. He must not be working very hard if he's on here.
No, he's at work.
Joe, you go out and hit the woods quite a bit?
Yes.
WTF Mike says Alabama is the cheapest state. Go figure. Buy a trailer house and get a free tornado.
Hey, we got to worry about earthquakes around here. I don't know if I could be doing the old no tornadoes for me.
Media Palace says the Brushy Creek runs through Cedar Park, Texas. Careful. He just did a documentary on the Brushy Creek. And there were some bodies that kept showing up in this. There were murders that happened along Brushy Creek.
What? Utah. Yeah.
Lee 3PO says in sinkholes in Florida.
Oh, down here.
Yeah.
Utah.
Yeah, that's a real deal down there. Your guys' ground will just disappear underneath you, huh? in certain areas.
Yeah, there was a house in, I think in Tampa, in the Hillsborough area. A couple years back, the whole house in the middle of the night just got swallowed up by a sinkhole. The homeowner was in the house, never to be seen again.
Did they ever deter? Wasn't it what was that? That was a sad deal. That apartment complex or that housing complex. Did they determine whether that was liquefaction underneath the ground?
I don't know if they've determined that yet. I don't know.
They stopped talking about it up here. We
Yeah,
don't
so-
know.
Yeah, it's you haven't seen it on the news since all other shit's
Nope.
been going on, but.
No, they stopped talking about it quick when they started pointing fingers of what might have went wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't just the pool collapse, and I don't think that would be it, but that's a bad deal.
I mean, at least part of it had the erosion because it was right there on that corner facing the ocean. All that salt water and storms taking it back, I'm sure,
Yeah,
had to play a part in it.
yeah, that is horrible.
Well,
Sad.
I think there's other buildings from that where that collapse happened that they're looking at, like to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Well, I think didn't they say it had if I remember right, another one that was built just like it, or a twin to that one, or something like it. They were looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm sleeping good at night with that.
What the?
Yeah, I don't think I'd
Yeah,
want to stay
Monster,
there.
how's your day? My day's great, dude. Awesome. Joe
What's-
lives in the new Austin.
No,
What
I
is
don't. Kiss my ass, Joe.
that? BF Bud says, "Where's Jeff Harding tonight?" I don't know. Was Jeff here earlier? I know I saw him somewhere else. I saw him over on Mark's channel tonight. Oh, if you guys didn't check out, Beast of the Woods or Beast TV with Sawdust Beast tonight, he had a good show. You should go check it out tonight. After this, Melissa Adair was his guest tonight. Interesting.
Yeah, some gals or something, right?
Yeah, that was really interesting. Good stories, and she even said women in the woods alone attract Bigfoot more than if there's a man around.
Yeah, that's a thing, right?
The blonde haired ones. Mogs, the blonde haired ones.
I thought they were red haired too.
I got 5 redheads in my family. My wife,
Wow.
That's inside, Yates. That's an inside joke right there.
all right.
Miss Dill, good to see you. Good night. Thanks for stopping in. I'll see you soon. Who else?
Yeah, but a crying baby even more. That attracts them, huh?
Oh, I don't know.
Somebody I just reading a comment. I've heard that. You hear a bunch, right?
Oh yeah, Chris. Oh, Leslie just said that. Huh. They were. I don't know if they were when we were on the 168. They put up a false tent, out in the woods, and they were gonna do something with that as far as putting a recording of a crying baby in there. I don't know if they ever did.
I think they did. I think that's why the guys went out with us at first to that area
Yeah,
to check.
and then
yeah. I'm
because they ended up
certain.
leaving their microphone behind, their parabolic with us.
Well, I listen to a lot of them stories. I think I've listened to probably every one that a lot of those podcasts are out there. And some people say walking in the woods, they hear babies crying out there or somebody saying, "Help me," or screams, a screaming woman. In the middle of the night, I heard that and nobody's around, crying baby. I would shit.
Well, a dying rabbit can
Oh,
sound
yeah.
can sound like crying baby.
Yeah, I got Predator Call. I can put it on right now. It sounds just like it.
Listening for predator calls is how I found this community. Actually, I was in the hospital based on sounds that I heard. The one experience I had, I was at work. I've told the story before. I was at work late one night, and it was like the first year and a half I worked for parks, and basically I was locking a bunch of gates way back on the far end of the property. There was a group of elderly women that were up further, closer to the office. They were on a tennis court playing. Stadium lights. I was in a well-lit area, just all the way down at the end where the tree line was. I locked up there was 6 gates, locked all three left. I got the center section. There's a pavilion with a set of pictures right behind it. Just those old-fashioned metal, kind that when you step on them, they make a lot of noise.
The bleachers, yeah.
Yeah, the bleachers. So I'm cutting across just past the pavilion, and there's literally scream. Sounded like a woman being. The way I've described it is, it sounded like she was being mutilated. I mean, but it was so close behind me. I jerked back real quick, and I looked, and I almost expected to see somebody right there, because it was almost that with the sound of the bleachers banging around with it. Mixed in it. It's kind of hard to explain, but I turned quick and there was nothing there. And I think that freaked me out even more because I could still feel it kind of coming through my body. It's so hard to explain. It went through my body, just like it went through and through. And I stood there for a second, and then something told me run. I ran all the way back towards the office, and the guy that I was working with, he heard it from inside the office. Now I know I can't even begin to describe how the distance of it. I'd say let's picture it this way: 25 tennis courts. He's up in the office all the way at court number 1. I was back at 25. So it was quite a distance. The lady playing that night, the 4 elderly women, they froze, grabbed their stuff, and they were hitting the walkway towards the parking lot. By the time I got back to the office, I could see them almost to the parking lot. That's how freaked out everybody was. To this day, here it is, 16 years later. 3 of the ladies that were there, I see them occasionally. The one, she never would come back. That's how intense it was. But for years, I'd gone and listened. Every once in a while, I'd get online, YouTube, just Googling predator noises, sounds, whatever sounds I make. And I've never found anything close to it until one day I was in the hospital, 4 years ago, and I started Bigfoot, Sasquatch started popping up YouTube videos, and this is how I found all of you guys. Just looking for that predator sound, something that could just be equal close to it, and nothing until I started hearing Sasquatch online on the internet.
Yeah, I downloaded this really cool app, and it has these predator calls. I don't know if you can hear this, but it's you guys hear that?
Loud and clear.
Baby cottontail. Yeah, my dog's gonna come in here in a minute. Yeah, those work.
If you want, you got Squeaky Toy on there. My dog will come running.
Oh yeah, it works.
Is that a predator call? Squeaky Toy?
It works.
Blue-Eyed Northern had one scream at her just last week or so.
You what?
Blue-Eyed Northern Pat. She said she had one. They were down at Joe's deer lease, and she heard something, put it back in the truck, put it that way.
Right.
Though. So it scared the crap out of her. Of course, Pat's scared of the side of mountains. I won't forget you, Pat, what you said that day.
Meredith says, I'm physically trembling after hearing what Stevie went through. My God, talk about PTSD kicking in. Holy shit, of flashbacks. I'm crying now. I'm glad they got them. I know what they have done, what they could have done. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't hit me until a little while after.
I didn't think I scrolled back that far, but yeah, you are lucky.
I know. I don't take it for granted. I know. I had time to contemplate and think about it. I mean, just the fact that there was another guy behind, not that it mattered. I mean, one is just as bad as two, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's just my confirmation of why I carry a weapon.
You have to edit out what I just said because Pat says I can't tell that, so edit that out.
Edit it out. It's a live show, dude. Too late.
You just over there cracking up.
Hold on, let me rewind. Where's that rewind button? Oh wait, there is none. That's right. Oh no. That's not it.
You talking about the call I just put on there?
I don't know. It's either that or it sounds like a squeaker toy.
Your dog didn't come running in, did it?
Oh, that's too funny.
That's awesome.
What did Mike say that they're all laughing at? That was it.
You gotta go back. You gotta hit rewind a little bit.
Oh, funny.
It's awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna bounce, but it was fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night too. But hey, Yancy, thank you so much for stopping in.
Yeah,
Good
no,
to
for
talk to you.
sure.
Pleasure
Great.
meeting you.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you guys. We'll do it again.
Get your ass down to Florida. Just don't come during the summer. It's too hot.
Yeah, humid. It was like that in Texas when we were down there.
Yeah, it's a different kind of heat for sure.
Yeah, we got the dry heat. We got the same heat here as you got in Arizona.
Arizona. And now I'm in Florida, so it's like I went from one extreme to the other. So
Whole different heat, huh?
yeah, it's wet.
That's right. Okay, well, it was fun. We'll catch up with you guys later. Good
All right.
stuff.
Nice talking to you, Anthony.
You too. Talk to you guys later. See you. Bye.
Take care. Thanks
Take
again.
care.
You got it.
Good night. So what's up, Joe?
Joe Parker's giving me hell.
Still?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him say, "Don't start, Joe."
Read the one on down from that.
Where is it?
Well, I'm going to say goodnight because you actually made me get out of bed to come on and tell my story.
Hey, it was worth telling. You know,
Yeah,
it's
cool. Thank
worth hearing. Thanks for telling it. You know,
Well, thanks for sharing. I let me share it. I feel much better after I talked about it.
yeah, absolutely. That's something
When I
you shouldn't-
messaged you, I was like, I need to tell you something.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Like, fuck.
I think you called me right away. Right after that. No. Thank you. Joe, nice to see you.
Oh,
See
Richie
you
went.
later.
Richie went with the True Leave Swamp Ape. Right on, dude. True Leave, right, Richie? I know I'm right.
You
If
know,
I'm around, I'll talk to you tomorrow, Stephanie.
all right. Did you check? Did you happen to check?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. I had the time.
I figured. I said he
Oh,
wasn't
you
gonna
worried
do
about the T-shirt?
give her that green one there. She can wear it as a nightgown.
Here,
If
try
I
this
got
one
it, I
on.
was going to put it
Try
on.
this one on.
I think all three of us could fit in that one.
No, not me. You ain't seen my gut yet.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
Thanks, Stevie. Be
Talk to
safe.
you later. Bye, everybody in chat. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Good night. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Click me off because I can't find it.
Ta-da. Let me get her out of here so she can kick from studio. There we go. All right. So yeah, what's up with why is Joe being busting your chops just because he can?
Because he's that way. I love Joe. He's a good guy, man. I'll tell you what. But he rides by it. Never mind. I can say it.
No, I really enjoyed meeting those guys and hanging out with them.
Yeah, I did too. That was
The food was so good.
one of the high points of that whole thing was sitting down there with them that night.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Could have got that $200 out of him though. If you played that bet right, you would have been fine.
I should have. I should have waited just a little bit longer to pull my billfold out.
Yeah, I see. I thought maybe you'd handed it off to the other two. It's like, here, hold on to this and go down the road for 45 minutes and then come back and there's your $200. That's all you had to do.
But Flat Rock was right there, and he's the one that gave me the money. So
I know that was what was even funnier because you're betting his $200.
And his eyes went, I just gave you that money.
Yeah.
There's Joe Parker again. Why did Joe Pass pull me down with his?
Well,
that's all right. I'm going down there pretty soon to their place, his past place, and he's going to take me out there in the woods and. My wife's talking at me over here.
I heard that.
She's talking about Joe Parker. Talking about you. Oh, she's talking about me. The two Joes.
Well, you're both named Joe. It's so Yeah.
That's all right, Joe. I'm coming down there, and I'm gonna spend all day with Pat, and you go out in the woods by yourself.
Well, who's BF Bud said, so did Kenny or Joe have your wallet?
No, buddy.
You still think you put it there? Does Kenny swear that he didn't touch it?
He swears to God to me he didn't touch it. He told me the other day, last week.
Come on, but he sounded so suspicious. Well, I have a feeling you're gonna find it.
He's a practical joker. He is
And that's the other thing I remember you telling.
I think he was just carrying it on, just egging it on, but he says he didn't have nothing to do with it.
Turned out well. I'm glad, because that was a little nerve-wracking.
That was a lot of money too. You're losing your mind. See, you hear what she says? Because I'm losing my mind. I am getting old. I kind of forget things.
Yeah, there's that.
You're not allowed to go anywhere by yourself.
Did you hear what she said? She said you're not allowed to go anywhere by yourself anymore.
So Kenny was your chaperone?
Yeah, I guess so. The practical joker of all practical jokers, she's going to let me go with him. It's okay to go with him, but shit.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, she hear what she said. She goes, "Don't let Joe your show anymore. He's being cocky." And yes, Mr. Lee, that is my wife, April.
Hi, April.
Hello.
She said hello.
I heard it.
She's back over to back over. She don't want to get on camera.
Oh, I get it. Not everybody.
Mr. Lee 3PO says, "Hi, Miss April."
Why are you doing me?
No comment.
I was banding. I was banding.
Did you hear what she said back there? She goes,
I'm trying to listen.
She said, if I was you, I'd ban me.
Ban him?
Ban me. You said I put a harmonica band there.
Yeah, what was funny is I didn't recognize. I saw harmonica man. I always look at the name first. So I saw the name. I was like, oh shit. And then I saw I was you. I was like, wait a minute. What? Oh, jeez. What the hell's he doing?
Me and Joe was talking about it over on Facebook while your show was on. He was messaging me and I was messaging him, and
that's funny.
And then when Rick from Forest of Monsters over there was messaging me too, want me to come on his show, and I'm like, hang on, I'm over here. He wants me to come on
Oh, he
tomorrow.
he went live. Right on.
Yeah. And then he wants
Hey.
me to come on tomorrow at 2:30, but I won't be here. I'll be in Dallas.
Yeah.
The new Austin Joe.
Well, Joe, I want to thank you for stopping in. It's always a
I wasn't
pleasure. You know
going
that.
to
Huh?
because I wasn't going to come on. I wasn't even going to go be in chat. I watched the show Tuesday night too, and I was just
That was a good show.
yeah, I was just watching but some things are going on and I don't like and
No, I hear you. I'm you know what? I'm kind of the same way. Shit's bothering me.
this is bothering me.
Yeah.
Not all these people in chat, just some other people that are not in this group are bothering me.
Okay. If you want to talk about it, don't do it here.
So what are you whining about?
Oh, geez. No, I get it. I do. But, you know, what do you do? There will be a time. I'm, you know, I can only hold back so long before you'll hear me say, I just got to address this, folks. You know, if you hear me say that, pay attention.
Don't you meditate?
Yes, you meditate, don't you, Mose?
No, I sleep.
He does do the stage thing before he comes on and says a little prayer and everything.
I do.
She likes to meditate.
Say the Lord's Prayer and smudge.
What is
No,
that?
I think if I meditated, I'd just fall asleep doing it. So I just take a
I've done
nap
that
during
too.
the day.
She says that's why you meditate, to fall asleep. All right, Mose, I'm out of here, man.
All right, brother. Good to see you.
See you next
Thanks
week.
again.
Bye.
Oh, well, turns into a good show. I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. Everybody in chat, you guys are awesome. Stevie, thanks for coming on. Joe, just everybody. You know, you guys. It wasn't a crazy show, but it was a good show. So, thank you so much. And I will see you guys. Geez, probably tomorrow somewhere. If you enjoyed the show, please hit the like button. If you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Sorry, I get distracted with chat again. It's like when I end the show, I always end up looking towards chat. I'm like, what else is going on before I leave? What else? Hey, if you guys are so inclined, you want to donate to the channel, I don't normally ask unless I'm going on a trip or something, moving. But yeah, if you want to help out the channel, I will post the PayPal link in the description. That's up to you. I'm not, whatever. I just think you guys know my feelings about money around here, and yeah, I'm monetized, but I haven't seen, since I've been monetized, I haven't seen a penny. Soon, I guess I'll get that first $100. Woo-hoo. Hey, I can't complain. I'm getting paid to do something I love. Well, am I getting paid? But you know what I mean. Anyway, Buzzard's Roost. That's Joe Pass, Squatching Cowboy. He was busting walls by putting up Harmonica Man because, well, you'd have to go back to a week ago. Yeah, anyway, I'll sit here and babble. Leslie, thank you so much. What else? No, that's about it. All right, guys. Have an amazing night. Peace and God bless. And this show, I've said way too much. Peace and God bless.